Everything pointed to it being just another ordinary walk. A group of friends was walking down the street on what seemed like a normal night when, as they approached a specific house, something completely unexpected caught their attention and made them stop immediately. Whatever was on that porch was so strange and hard to comprehend that to this day, none of them have been able to explain what they actually witnessed.
Oh my gosh! So what is that? What
the hell?
Hey, what is that? Look, it's just moving.
What am I looking at?
Scary. Hey.
In the recording, we see the porch of a house that, at first glance, looks completely normal. However, within seconds, it becomes clear that something is wrong. A kind of dark mist is floating in the air, but not in a static way. It moves slowly, shifting direction in an unsettling manner, as if it had a will of its own. The group watches in silence, torn between curiosity and fear. Then, during this constant movement, something even more disturbing happens. The smoke begins to condense, taking on outlines that vaguely resemble a human form, as if something were trying to reveal itself through it. The footage doesn't allow for any definitive conclusions, but whatever appears on that porch defies any simple explanation. Some claim it could be an artificially created effect, while others believe they are witnessing something far darker, an ominous presence tied to that house. Regardless of the explanation, the video leaves a deep sense of unease and remains one of the most unsettling recordings ever seen online. Mark Sebastian is known for sharing a wide variety of videos, many of them documenting his travels across the United States and visits to unusual and historic locations. During one of these experiences, he decided to stay at one of the most famous and feared places in the country, the legendary Stanley Hotel in Colorado. The hotel carries a worldwide reputation for reports of paranormal activity. Employees and guests have described unexplained sounds, footsteps echoing through empty hallways, doors opening on their own, and apparitions appearing without warning. The location also became famous for inspiring Stephen King to write The Shining, a work that would later become a landmark in horror cinema. During his stay, Sebastian was impressed by both the hotel's imposing architecture and the stories he heard. However, it was during a nighttime walk around the exterior of the property that something truly strange happened.
Apparently, a lot of things are always like seen up here because this is the balcony where the owners used to hang out. You hear that? Holy shit. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I just saw someone move in that window. I'm gonna go right where I saw the up. This is the room where I saw something. You're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe it. Look in this window right here. Shh, you hear that?
While filming the hotel's facade, he noticed something out of the ordinary. In one of the windows, the silhouette of a person appears, watching for a few moments before quickly retreating from view. The most unsettling detail is that this specific room was closed to the public. No guest or staff member should have had access to that space.
It's really creepy though.
Isn't that creepy?
I'm glad you caught that though.
Me too.
We should show the tours.
Okay, I'll show the tours downstairs.
Thank you.
Okay.
Really
I confirmed with the staff that no one was in there. They don't do patrols inside of that room. And most certainly not at 2:30 a.m. Let me go show it to you in the daytime so you can see it. That's the window, so someone must have been near where that chair is. But look, there's even chairs in front of it.
This kind of footage raises more questions than answers. The recording clearly shows something, or someone, looking out from the window. When Sebastian asked hotel staff about what he had captured, the response was even more disturbing. The room was empty. According to them, no one had been inside. With that, Sebastian joined the long list of people who claim to have witnessed something impossible to explain within the Stanley Hotel. San Rose is a truck driver used to crossing the highways of Southeast Asia late at night. He often records his routine and shares these moments, and it's not uncommon for his camera to end up capturing strange situations along the way. On one particular night, he had just crossed a bridge, known in the region for its sinister reputation. Local residents claim that a dark spirit is said to appear there. Even so, what happened to Sam at that spot went far beyond any legend. Suddenly, the truck broke down right in that isolated stretch, completely surrounded by darkness.
Tiba mesin ku sing keder. Dudu iki. Dudu apa lur ya? Nah, bener ingin geter iki lur. Ingin geter. Pasinku, so where's that service, yo, lor yo?
Without understanding what caused the failure, Sam finds himself alone, stopped in a place that already carried an unsettling reputation. The feeling of vulnerability grows, but he still doesn't realize that this was only the beginning of something far more disturbing.
Aku saiki ngomong yo, mambune, moro-moro mambune gak enak lur. Mambu melati campur amis. Sapa iku? Sapa? Si ambu amis lur yo. Ayo, sapa? Sapa iku lur? Cuk, sapa iki? Welut! Welut! Muncul lah! Loh? Lur? Sapa yo?
As he remains near the bridge, Sam starts to feel like he's not alone. Uneasy, he repeatedly asks out loud, "Who's there?" as if he's certain something is watching him. When he crouches down to check underneath the truck, the camera captures something terrifying. A pair of feet appears right in front of the lens, but something is clearly wrong. They aren't touching the ground. It looks as if a figure is suspended on the other side of the vehicle. Acting on impulse, Sam runs to the spot to check more closely, but finds absolutely nothing. No one there, no sign of any human presence. In that moment, any doubt disappears. To him, it was an encounter with something supernatural. Panicked, Sam rushes back into the truck, overwhelmed by fear. After this recording, it becomes hard to ignore the dark reputation of that bridge, which many consider to be a truly haunted portal. A dog trainer who lives in a very isolated area outside the city was going through another ordinary day at home, following his usual routine, when something unexpected happened. An unknown woman appeared on his property, behaving in a strange way, and immediately drawing his attention because of her unusual actions.
Hi!
Sorry, what did you say?
I heard you had these beautiful black German shepherds here, so I came down to say hi.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Is it okay if I come in, just for a quick second?
Oh, no, we don't really allow visitors in.
I came a long way just to...
How do you even know they were here?
Somebody told me. This is where you...
How did you get here? How did you get here?
I walked from all the way down the road. Someone dropped me off.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Okay. Yeah, no, we don't really allow visitors. We just moved in, and, you know, these dogs, they're out here with me now. They're friendly, but we have some rescue dogs and even protection dogs behind the other gate over there. So, you know, we don't really have a open door policy.
I'm really great with dogs. Is it okay if I meet them? You'll see. I'll show you.
No, if these guys, they're out, if they want to come say hi at the gate, it's okay, but we don't really have any visitors on the property.
I mean, this is like the only...
No, don't open the gate. Like I said, the dogs in the back, they are not as friendly as the ones that are out here, so please don't open the gate.
I'll show you. It's just going to be a quick second.
No, not today. Maybe another time, but we're not allowing visitors. And I don't even know how we got here.
I told you I came down the road. Listen.
Can you just let go of the gate?
I thought you were nice. I just wanted to say hi to your dog.
No, we are nice. We just don't allow visitors on the property.
The man becomes visibly uneasy with the woman's presence, especially since she insists on entering the property at all costs. Her excessive interest in the dogs only adds to his growing concern. The situation was already uncomfortable on its own, but what seemed like just a bizarre encounter was about to become even more disturbing, because a few hours later, that same woman would return.
Listen, you need to leave now. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna let them out. It's midnight. What are you doing here? Leave now. It's midnight. We're not playing any more games. You're agitating my dogs. I told you late at night my guard dogs are out, and they're out. I'm not gonna be babysitting. You broke into the property at 3 in the morning.
Is that what you mean?
They're gonna come out.
I just came to bless you and your dog.
You need to leave now. You need to leave now. I'm letting them out. Don't come any closer. I'm gonna let them out.
You don't have to let them out.
I'm gonna let them out.
Don't do that.
They're here and they're waiting.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna leave. The police has been looking for 4 days now. There's no one around. This is my place. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know where you're coming from.
I just came to bless you.
I'm letting my dogs out.
Don't do that.
She disappeared.
Later that night, she approaches the property again and unsettlingly claims that she wants to bless both the dog trainer and the animals living there. In the middle of this tense moment, something even stranger happens. The woman suddenly disappears right in front of him without any clear explanation. It's not hard to imagine the impact of that experience. The incident leaves the man deeply frightened and full of questions. What were that woman's true intentions after all? And why did she seem so determined to enter that isolated place? One night, a mother was recording herself while playing with her young daughter. What was supposed to be just an innocent home video, however, suddenly turned unsettling when, out of nowhere, the little girl said something that immediately caught her mother's attention.
Bate, 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 bate. A mamãe, ele tá filho.
Ele também?
Ele,
Quer ele? Ele é bom?
ele,
Ele é legal?
É bem.
É pra chamar?
É,
Ele é bom?
é,
É legal?
é.
Então tá bom.
Ba,
É pra brincar com ele também?
pode. Bate, 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 bate.
Tchau. Fala pra ele ir embora.
Hã?
Fala pra ele ir embora.
Tchau.
The child said music, that there was someone else there with her. At the time, the mother didn't notice anything unusual and assumed it was nothing more than music, a product of her daughter's imagination. But later on, the woman became deeply emotional about music, what had happened that night. After all, she had lost a son just a few months earlier, which led her to believe that the little girl might have been seeing the spirit of her younger brother, who had already passed away. Two young women decided to meet up that night to watch a horror movie, expecting nothing more than some fun and a few scares safely confined to the screen. What they didn't realize was that the night would turn out to be far more disturbing than anything in the film itself. As they watched, strange sounds began to echo throughout the house, unexpected noises with no clear explanation, quickly shattering the relaxed atmosphere and replacing it with fear.
Oigan amigos, estábamos aquí viendo una película de terror y se están empezando a escuchar ruidos en la casa. Te juro que neta, en serio. Ponle pausa, ponle pausa, ponle pausa.
Pausa. Alexa.
Mute.
Alexa. Mute. Pausa. Ay, ¿qué
No nos
pausa?
hace caso.
Madres.
Te los juro, es...
¿Qué pedo?
Bien.
¿Sí lo grabaste?
Sí, creo que sí quedó grabado. Es que estábamos aquí en la casa, estábamos viendo una película ya para...
dormirnos?
Literal, ya para dormir. No mames. O sea, nosotros siempre tenemos la puerta abierta porque aquí hace un calor horrible, por eso.
At that moment, the two of them were completely alone, which only made the situation more unsettling. Small details started to stand out, steadily increasing the tension. At one point, they asked Alexa to pause the movie, trying to stop what was happening. However, for reasons unknown, the command simply wasn't followed. The look of terror on their faces made it clear that something was very wrong.
Están escuchando cosas. No. ¿Qué hacemos?
Hay que hablarle a César, ¿no?
¿Tiene su número? Márcale.
Ay, acompáñame a mi cuarto. Es que se sigue moviendo esa cosa.
No, vente, no, vente. Vean.
Some people believe that something dark may be inhabiting that house. Others go even further, arguing that horror movies can act as a kind of portal, opening the door for shadowy presences to manifest. In this case, it seems that something may have been drawn into that home, turning an ordinary night into a truly terrifying experience. Two people were driving along a road in Indonesia when something unusual caught their attention on a truck traveling just ahead of them. Intrigued by what they were seeing, they quickly decided to start recording, trying to understand exactly what was going on. In the footage, you can see an extremely strange figure positioned on top of the truck's cargo bed. The scene is instantly unsettling, especially since the road is dark and it's already late at night. What makes it even more frightening is the feeling that whatever it was seemed to be staring directly at the car behind it. Faced with fear and a lack of any clear explanation, the video was shared online in search of answers. Many viewers claimed they didn't believe it was just a person, but something connected to the supernatural. And you, what do you think was really there on that road? A couple was staying at a very unusual Airbnb. The cabin was located in the Appalachian Mountains, a region known for ancient legends and disturbing stories that still inspire fear to this day. In the middle of the night, something strange happened. Sounds began coming from outside, as if something was very close to the cabin.
Okay, yes, we are staying in a horror-themed Airbnb, but there's actually something pretty weird.
Wait. I hear it again.
Yeah. Okay, so there's this crazy noise outside.
It's definitely louder.
I don't know if it'll pick it up on the video, but there are some dogs in the distance that are going crazy. And this thing has been getting louder and louder for the past, 5 minutes. Okay, that sounds like a person.
That was a woman, no?
Or two things at once?
I feel like we should go inside.
Okay. No, yeah, we're actually gonna leave.
Yeah. I think we should go.
No, yeah. That's okay.
Suddenly, the noises turned into screams, loud, agonizing cries that echoed through the darkness and sent the couple into complete panic. At times, the sound seemed to get closer and closer to the cabin. They were certain it wasn't just an animal. Overcome by fear, they decided to leave immediately and rushed into their car, realizing that staying the night there was no longer an option.
Update, we're
I got too scared.
yeah,
so
we're actually going home. So we're just gonna drive home tonight because
I can't sleep here.
Yeah, that wasn't the only weird thing that happened. I guess I'll post an update tomorrow when we're home safe.
Once inside the vehicle and ready to drive away, a detail went unnoticed by them, but not by the viewers. In the car's rear window, a dark figure can be seen moving behind the vehicle. The couple only noticed this later while reviewing the footage before posting it.